everyone, this is Jay Harris coming to you from Tom's Trading Room. In this video presentation, I'm going to go over how to use the Fibonacci retracement tool in Tom's tools in a more efficient manner than what you may be doing as of right now. Right now, you can look at Fibonacci retracement on a per stock basis, but if you want to go through and look at a list of stocks quicker than just typing them in one by one, this video is going to show you how to get that done. First and foremost, you want to hover over the Stocks tab, hover over the Charts line item, and then down here where it says Tom's Auto Fibs, that's what the Fibonacci retracement tool is called in Tom's tools. So when you click on the Tom's Auto Fibonacci Levels tool, this page populates. You can see we're on today's date. And I'm going to set this back to October 30th. Why? Well, let's do this. Let's go Stocks, Charts, and then Stock Charts. We had a move off the lows in the markets, and the lows were on October 30th. So if you look at the DIA, this is the diamonds, this is the ETF for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, you can see that the markets had a nice solid ramp from the October 30th pivot point here. It was a double bottom support actually too, and the markets skyrocketed to all-time highs, and it's since retraced. But I want to look at this 1030 date. Now, was this a Fibonacci retracement zone that you could have picked up and saw back on October 30th? And if it wasn't for the DIA, were there stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial Average that were testing their retracements or having any retracements on that 10/30th date that coincide with the Fibonacci retracement? So let's do this. Again, we're going to go up to Stocks, Charts, Tom's Auto Fibs, and you'll see that you can type in a ticker symbol into the stock symbol box. If you click in there, it will put the dot on the circle for stock symbol. You can type in what you want or leave it as is, and it's going to automatically set for a look back of 150 days. The days for peaks is 150 days, the plot days 150 days, best to keep those consistent. And what we're looking for is a closing low to a closing high over the last 150 days, and where is the current stock or security price, and did it have a Fibonacci retracement level anytime in between there? So if we have it on DIA, let's click select and see what the Fibonacci chart shows us. Now recognize here, it says click on symbol for Fibonacci chart. The legend is only the one stock that you've typed in up there. So here we are, DIA, and we are on the current date of 11/23. Let's change that back to October 30th, where we saw that low in the markets. So October, again, we click on the calendar icon, click October, click the 30th, and it sets that date now for 10/30 of 2020. And it says backtest date updated to 10/30/2020. Now we have the DIA in there again, the same 150 plot days and days for peaks. Click select from here. And now we're looking at over the past 150 days, where was the closing low to the closing high? And did the stock retrace to a Fibonacci retracement zone? And the three key zones that we're looking at for with our Fib retracement tool, folks, is the 38.2, 50, and 61.8% retracement. Right now, from that closing peak, it has not retraced to either of those three Fib retracement levels as of October 30th. Now, we know the markets did ramp from here. So if we weren't in on a DIA trade, were there any stocks in the Dow that may have set up at a Fib retracement of either of those three zones? Let's take a look. What we want to do now is click on the circle for stock lists, click on the drop-down arrow, and I'm going to do it on the Dow Jones 30. So find in your list DJ30, that should be in there automatically for you, DJ30, and then click select. Now, instead of going through and trying to type in each of the 30 symbols and clicking select each time, we've now got the list of the Dow Jones 30 right here. It says click on a symbol for Fibonacci chart. There's your legend of all 30 Dow components, and it's for that October 30th date. Now the color coding is as such. It's going to analyze today's price action versus the prior day's price action. And are we trading higher? Do we have a larger price move higher? And how large of a price move that is? Or do we have a price drop? Do we have a price moving lower from the day before? And it's color coded with the largest price move higher in the darker shade of green at the top left, and then you read it to the right, go down to the next row down, read it from left to right, and it goes to the farthest one at the end. And again, the darker red is the larger price drop. The darker green, the higher price move. So we are on IBM. You can see it says International Business Machines right there. And you can see over the 150 days, there's your closing low to your closing high. And are we retracing cleanly to a fib retracement zone? And we've blown past all of those on October 30th. So there's not a clear Fibonacci retracement test for us to take a look at. Let's click on the next one in the list. And again, I said we want to do this more efficiently. Rather than typing in the symbol, clicking select one by one, we can just now click on each one on the list and go chart to chart. So here's Walgreens. It's had a full retracement from the peak to its low. This is one where we'd be looking for a bearish move, and it hasn't given us an opportunity on a retracement post this closing peak low. So let's go to Caterpillar, CAT, click on that symbol, and here we go. Here's a 150-day look back. The closing low to closing high, and post that closing high, have we retraced to a fib retracement zone? No, not yet. So as we keep on going, this is just what we're doing, efficiently going through the list, trying to find one that's had a fib retracement post that closing peak high. And here's one on 3M. It looks pretty interesting here. There's 150 days. There's a closing low to the closing high of that 150 days, and its retracement is to that 38.2%. It's doing that right now on October 30th. And you would have looked at this at that time and said, October 30th, there's a fib retracement, and that's also coinciding with a double bottom from the last time it did that. So not only do you have a fib retracement to the 38.2, you have a double bottom. This might have been an interesting one to go for. One quick thing you can do while you're here is click on stock symbol. Now, because you clicked on 3M and brought up the chart below, it defaulted the ticker symbol into the stock symbol window. Now you just need to click the button or click on the circle to put the radio button in there and go ahead and click update to latest. Now we still have stock symbol 3M. We're still doing the 150 days, but we're looking at what it did post that move. So let's click on select, bring up that chart, and you can see post that 38.2% retracement from that previous 150 days look back, we've had a nice move on 3M from there. And you can see another one I'll show you. And I'm not going to just cherry pick these and just show you only the ones that worked. Well, in a sense, I am. And the reason for that is not to say, oh, look at how much money you guys could have made if you'd have done this. We're not going to hype you like that. This is education. We're trying to show you past patterns that work so that when the patterns set up again, you can try to take advantage of them going forward. So let's go back to the DJ30 list, back to 1030, and click select again. And we will go from 3M. We can move on through here, folks, and find some more. But here's one on KO, Coca-Cola. We had a closing low to closing high, a retracement to the 38.2% retracement level, another double bottom situation right there for KO, similar to 3M. And if you want to go ahead and click on the stock symbol for KO and click on update, you can see what happened from there. Let's click select one more time, and over the 150 days, you can see what happened now from that double bottom support, that 38.2% fib retracement to where we're at now. It ran higher and gapped up extremely well. And if you were looking at these previous tops as a price target, we blew through those. So again, yeah, it looks like we're showing you the best ones, but we've got to show you the patterns that work so that you know what you're looking for when in real time, when the pattern's set up, you know how to analyze and go forward with those. So on this tool, Fibonacci retracement, what we're looking for again is 150 days look back as a standard default. We select the list that we want to search on, and we click select. And this is what we're looking at right now from November 23rd. So that's what I want to take you into now. Okay, that was great when we look at the 1030 low. Well, what if we want to look at just that 1030 low to its run up in the markets and see if there's anything in that leg right now is pulling back and retracing? If you're looking at this 1030 low to where the peak ran, and you're thinking like, well, things have ran too high too fast, I don't want to go chasing a stock. I want to wait for a pullback, kind of target shoot a level where this can pull back to, and then look to re-enter either not cost average, but scale into more stock or initiate a fresh bullish option trade or bearish option trade. Let's see what's going on with that. So rather than just doing the standard 150 days, we can take a certain leg range, plot that into the tools, And let's say 11/23 is today, October 30th is the low. Let's do 25 trading days. So 25 for the peak and 25 for the plot days. Leave it on the Dow Jones 30, click select. And now we've got what's going on now, 11/23. A look back of 25 days. We're trying to catch that most recent ramp up leg in the Dow to see if there's any stocks pulling back as of yet that might be setting themselves up for an opportunity to initiate an option trade on. And right now you can see again from top left, reading to the right, second row down, the left to the right, the color coding shows again the darker green, the larger price move higher, the darker red, the larger price move lower. So we're on BA, Boeing. And right now from that October 30th low to the high, anywhere between that October 30th low till now, it just so happens that today is the peak high. We haven't got a Fibonacci retracement just yet. So we will move on to the next one, CVX. And same thing. The peak high is today's price action thus far, no fib retracement. Disney, same thing. So the markets are having a decent little day today, and some of these Dow components are moving higher on the day. There's a couple that I did find. Let's go ahead and get down here to Walgreens, WBA. Look at this, from that October 30th low to present day, we have had a higher peak. So we've got a closing low to a closing high. And where is it now? Has it retraced any time in between then to a fib retracement level? Right now it has, the 61.8% retracement level. So here's an opportunity now. It's not a recommendation, but based off fib retracements from that most recent leg from the October 30th lows to any closing peak within the range from October 30th to now, here's a fib retracement to 61.8%. You could put this on your radar. If you were to initiate a long call or a bullish option trade, you can use a technical support, which is a close below any of these shadows or wicks of these candles. But there's an opportunity. Now, we don't know what happened from here because here is right now. But this is one that you can track going forward. Here's another one, Microsoft. Okay, there's the October 30th low to a closing peak within that range. And we've retraced right now to a closing underneath the 61.8%. So we're going to work on scans now that find these within a few percentage points of these different Fibonacci retracement zones. So this is one you might want to put on your watch list, keep an eye on, wait for some bounce activity or price move higher before you feel more confident in that as a pure support. And then here's Johnson & Johnson. Oh, come on, baby, where are you? There, JNJ. And again, over that date range from that October 30th low to present, it factors in the closing low to closing high, and we've retraced a little under the 50%. We're between the 50% and 61.8%. We might want to see this thing move off of that or come down to the 61.8%. And then here's Apple. Apple right now on an intraday basis was trading underneath the 50% retrace zone, but it's right on that 50% retrace zone now of that most recent ramp higher. So Apple might be on your watch list as well, waiting for some more bullish option activity or bullish price activity to then go initiate some bullish options. So I've accomplished a couple of things here, I hope, for you. A, where's Tom's Fibonacci retracement tool? How to more efficiently go through it rather than going stock by stock through it. You can scan through a list very quickly now. I showed you how to read the color coding for the price moves of the stock, as well as now how to do the analysis from, again, a current price having retraced to a fib retracement level, and if that's an opportunity that you want to use to initiate a trade or watch the price action from here, if it indeed is going to move higher, how to get that done. So enjoy that, folks. Hit us up on the discussion boards. Email us at support@tomgentile.com if you want any more education on this, and we will talk to you in future videos. Bye for now.